Social Security disability is complicated with many details you need to be aware of. Attorney Catherine Stone is back today to tell us what you need to know before applying for disability benefits. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome back.
I love being here.
Yeah, we love having you here because I love that your passion is educating as much as we can, because we dive into some pretty difficult kind of topics to break down. But let's start with this one. And this one, actually, you wanted to talk about this again because you actually had a phone call recently from one of our viewers.
I did. Well, you know, I did a Social Security kind of segment a while back. I think it was December or November. And from that, I had gotten a couple of phone calls that kind of led me to want to talk about the next topic, which is, you know, this particular individual had called in and she had gotten denied several years ago, but had not appealed the decision. And but hadn't worked since 2010.
Okay.
And I immediately kind of had to stop the conversation and inform her I was not going to be able to help her with a new application, because you have to be insured with the Social Security Disability and Administration system, which means you've had to have worked and paid your taxes and paid your Social Security money in to become insured. There's certain quarters. They talk about your quarters.
Yeah, so break down what a quarter is.
A quarter is, so there's 4 quarters in a year.
Okay.
And so you typically have to have worked 40 quarters within the last 10 years.
Okay.
And it's called the look back period as well.
Okay.
So they look at the date of the application that you're applying, and they look back to see how much you have worked to determine whether or not it's called your date last insured. And so these are terms that you'll hear when you're talking to Social Security disability people. The first thing you want to look at is your date last insured. That is comprised of your quarters that you have worked.
So, and this is so mind-boggling, because how do people know this, especially when
they
there's
don't
deadlines?
know it.
And I mean, it just seems very overwhelming.
Well, the moral of the story is, if you become disabled, you need to immediately go ahead and follow the procedure and try to apply. If you have worked or working led to your disability, or you got disabled and you were working, don't sit around for a number of years and then decide, hey, I'm going to apply for a disability because I haven't been able to work in the last 6 years. You need to be very mindful and very careful that you not stay out of work too long.
So even when you try to appeal the decision, it's not like you can appeal it a number of years later, even though your original claim was back
Right, and we've talked about that there are deadlines to appealing, and there's a multi-level appeal process with Social Security disability. That's a very lengthy process as well.
It's giving me anxiety just thinking about it, because what do you recommend then? Is it your office? Is it where do people turn to get help to help them navigate?
Well, yes, obviously, you know, we want to talk to everybody that has any questions. Even if we can't help you, we'll try to give you suggestions on potential avenues, if there are any avenues for you. Unfortunately, I don't think there were a lot of avenues left for this particular individual. But, and that's why I wanted to talk about it. Again, be proactive. Call our office, ask your questions. Even if we can't help you, it's better to know what you're doing and what the system entitles you to or doesn't entitle you to.
And I would say, too, keep asking questions until you understand, because I think sometimes it may
I think I spent a good amount of time on the phone with this particular individual trying to explain to her.
I'm sure, because I know your heart is good, and again, I know that your passion is educating people and really making sure that they can do the best they can. So thank you so much for being here this morning, shedding some light on this particular topic. We look forward to having you back next week as well. All right, and for more information, you can head to their website or call them as well. You can also find that on our website too, tbmorningblend.com.